Our project is multi-thread chat system using Java. So we are going to use here Java as a language, our primary language, for creating a chat system using some multi-threading concepts. So I will tell why we are going with multi-threading and each and every part and what is the multi-threading in the Java. But before that, I'm going to tell some basic concepts of core Java also. So the Java project is based on core Java, Java Swing for GUI purpose, and some Java multi-threading concepts. I will tell why we are going with multi-threading and each and everything. So first is Java multi-thread chat system. So we are going to create a simple chat system for the text and everything we are going to create. So this is basically text chat system only, and we are going to create a Java multi-threading here for the chat and client and server process. Throughout the process, I'm using client word as a user and server as a service provider. So remember that whenever I'm using client, it's basically means that the user of that chat system, and server is basically for the service provider of that, or we can say connection for that purpose. So let us see what is the project aim, or what is our project aim basically. So project aim is basically our develop a chat application interface using Java with multi-threading concepts we are going to use here, and we are going to develop a chat system with some application interface also we are going to create here. So this is all about how we are going to create our chat system. So let us see what is our basically tools we required here. So first tool is our in IDE, but before that let us consider some steps of development for our project manner and each and everything. So first thing you should always remember here is we are going to create here chat system. So for that purpose, what we are considering here is we are going to set up our project first. Second is our understanding different tools what we are going to use here. Then Java basic concepts, here we are going to use some and also some knowledge of our Java Swing also you should have, some Java multi-threading concepts also, and final step is our service address and port forwarding. So for that purpose I'm using here some systems. So steps are our project setup, understanding different tools, Java basic concepts, Java multi-threading, Java Swing, server address and port forwarding. So these are the 6 steps of our project development. So let us see what we are going to use here, different tools. So application requirements, Java basic knowledge, multi-threading concepts I'm going to tell, but you should know some basic concepts of multi-threading also, and Java Swing. I'm not telling more deep part of Java Swing and each and everything I'm going to explain here, but you should know why we using Java Swing here also. So tools required, first JDK. For any development you required JDK for any Java development. Second is JetBrains IDE, IntelliJ IDE I'm going to use here. You can use community version also, or if you want, you can download ultimate version also. For the student purpose, ultimate version is free again. So port forwarding and system I'm going to use here is ngrok. So these are the tools required. So these are the basic tools. JDK also inbuilt with some Java Swing libraries, so no need to require another libraries. And if you want to change your port, you require ngrok also here. So this is very simple port forwarding system we can say. If you want, you can use another also. Google Cloud also providing such systems you can use here. So these are some basic application requirements. So let us see first how we can set up our project. So you need to create latest project here, as I created already here. So this is my new project inside Java IntelliJ IDE. You can see here our project and each and everything here. This is my chat system. Inside chat I have some different everything. So first I will explain how we are going to create inside the command prompt itself, and I'm going to some add functions. Later I will create another program for GUI and each and everything. So these are how we can set up our thing. You just need to create new Java project in IDE After clicking the new project, it will show some different options: Java EE, Java Web, Spring. So you should remember you have to use only Java here, Java, then specify your JDK. IDE will automatically found that your system loaded JDK and each and everything. So if you don't haven't installed, you have option also there to install JDK. So download that JDK from IDE itself, or you can externally download from Google Chrome also or any browser. Then after doing these stuffs, you need to create your project. Mention the meaningful name. For that purpose, I am proceeding with chat system, and these folders are created. SRC is basically our source folder where we are going to create here. So we haven't mentioned the I told you we haven't mentioned any libraries here, but as you can see, some libraries are already inside this all libraries with some important thing, external libraries, as I told you, and these are nothing. So these are all how we can consider this. So before that, I will tell you some basic knowledge of Java. So Java basics. So Java consists of three basic structure, or we can say what is the Java structure. Other than Python or C, C++, Java is very machine independent language. So why it is machine independent? Because of these three structures: JVM, JRE, and JDK. So JVM is basically Java virtual machine. So if you know the virtual machine, Java virtual machine is also similar like that. It is not physically exist. Second thing is provide the runtime environment with Java bytecode. So what is the beautiful thing of Java is for the client system purpose, one system, like consider three systems, three computers with having separate or we can say distinct operating systems. Like one is using Windows, one is using Linux, and another is using Mac. So these are three different OSs, but Java is machine independent language. So three are the clients, or we can say three are the users of our chat system. If they have some Java platform inside their system, they can run their client. So it is machine independent. Likewise, the formal chat applications available in the market are machine independent. They can run on Windows, some are running on Linux also, some are running on Mac also. Otherwise, some are running on Android things also. So these are the machine independent things. Similarly, we are going to create like that. It is also run programs in other languages, but compiled in Java, basically JVM. Remember that. So four are the main purposes of JVM: load a byte code or load a code, verifies the code, executes the codes, and provide the runtime environment. So these are the basic concepts of JVM. JRE is Java runtime environment, which is considering some sets, tools, libraries, jar files, etc., etc. So as I told you, inside IDE, so these external libraries, these are the parts of all our JRE, Java runtime environment. Because these are the runtime environments, it will call while runtime environment. So last thing is JDK, Java Development Kit. It contains or it's made up of JRE plus JVM. So these are both we can say runtime environment and JVM. As I told you earlier, it contains that. Also, it consists of Java. Java is basically Java compiler. So why we need compiler? We are writing some in a Java, but we don't know the machine level language, which is basically 01 or bytecode, etc. So for that purpose, compiler is needed, which is converting all the Java program in machine level. So Java or Java compiler is basically a part of JDK, Java Development Kit. So just you downloaded the JDK from internet, from Oracle website. You are downloading a JDK. You are not downloading JRE or JVM. You downloaded the JDK, which is basically whole Java package, we can say, and you installed that part. So I am using here 16th version of JDK for such purpose, but you can use any JDK here. So no special JDK is required for this project. So this is the basic JVM, JRE, JDK, Java basic structure. So why I am telling this again and again? Because if you say I am using here Windows system for the project development, if you want, you can use your another system also for this project development. So Java is basically machine independent. So this is basic structure of JDK, JRE, and JVM. So JVM is I'm representing as a oval shape because this is consists in a JRE file. So set libraries, jar files, and some other files also, documentation also part here consists in JRE. So it makes a JRE. But while developing a JDK, JRE, JVM plus some Java files, what we can say some other documentations parts, each and everything, README files also in there in Java. So these are Java compiler is very important here inside the JDK, and it makes whole JDK. So JVM plus JRE makes JDK. So Java is purely based on methods and classes. If you remember or if you know about C or you can say Python, it is are not like methods and classes in Python or C. Basically, there are classes, but it's not required that you should use there again and again. But inside a Java, everything in Java is associated with classes, objects, and methods with attributes and etc. So starting of Java is basically methods and classes. So usefulness of this is you can easily create object-oriented programming concepts inside Java, and we are going to use here some object-oriented programming concepts also here. So what is object-oriented is basically just create a class, create their object, and use that object again and again. So no need to require create such methods or create such classes again and again. Like you have to check odd and even number for 100 times. So what you can do, you can check such numbers again and again for 100 times, or what you can do, you can create one method to pass that number inside that and just checking that number with same logic for even and odd, and you can use such method again and again. So what is usefulness of that is you can check that method also, and it's very usable, plus it's very less time complexity. It has a very less time complexity. Also it takes very less space in your system. But very important thing is while debugging and while managing that code, it will be very useful. So what is Java class and methods? I'm explaining the classes basically first. In a real life, consider car is an object, and car has a such attributes or different attributes such as weight, color, is etc. And there are some methods. Drive, brake are some methods. So car is an object. You can create a class for that. You can pass the attributes like weight and color, and some methods like drive, brake, etc. So basically, class is like an object constructor, which is basically constructor of object, which is a blueprint, or we can say blueprint of our code or object. An object in Java is basically to call classes or execute a particular classes. Without object, you cannot use that class at all. If you are using some different part, like there are some conditions while using classes and objects, I will tell you in a later. But object is called as instance of class. So without object, we cannot call the class or we cannot use that class. Methods is basically methods are declared within the classes. It contains code of particular functions. In classes, you cannot specify all the codes. You have to create methods for that purpose, and you have to execute that part. So this is all about methods, and methods contain some return values, access specifier. Then it also object of classes created for that purpose, and we can use that basically. So what is the basic thing is classes is a hierarchy, and it consists the method. For calling the classes, you need to create object, and using that object, you can use that methods. Syntax is very easy to code that purpose. Remember, if you know how to print some statements in Java or etc., you remember that you have to specify public static void main, and inside that. So it is again a method, static method. Main method is a default method in a Java to run or build whole code or project. Other than that, you cannot use any part. So while running any class, any method, you should invoke in the main method always, which is basically PSVM, public static void main method inside Java. So this is all about Java methods and classes. So before going in further, let us create three Java classes here. One is our server, one is our client, and one is our message. So for that purpose, what you are going to do is click here, right click here, SRC, on SRC. So sometimes it will take time to load. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create here three files, Java files. Right click on SRC, go to new and create a Java class. So I'm mentioning here is server. So it will defaultly take everything, and it will create some default things here. As you can see, public class server already created. So similarly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention here is as a client, which is another class. And what I'm mentioning here is new name as a chat message, because I want to create a separate method to pass that chat message and etc. So these are three basic structures we are going to use here. So these are three classes we are going to use here. In the next part, I am going to tell you how we can proceed with this part.